Hi there riders, it's Jason here and I hope you're doing well. Dualtron Storm finally here, long awaited, complete new model and design from Dualtron. I'll break down the scooter and then give you my opinion about it. Hydraulic brakes, iThrottle, as we know from Dualtron. Dualtron have gone with a removable battery. That's a 72 volt, 31 amp battery. Now don't let the amp put you off, and I'll explain why. They've gone with the new designed controller, that's the placements at the back to reduce or to be better efficient with its heat controlling and water resistance. They've gone with LEDs in the swing arms, front and rear. And the big thing about this scooter, it's its redesigned engine, and I'll get onto that in a minute. So the 72 volt, 30 amp controller will take you to speeds of 60 miles an hour, and it will give you a range of 80 miles. It's got the folding handlebars, so if you do want that portability to put it into the car or transport it, it makes it a little bit easier. What's it like to ride? Well, that's my scooter. So I've gone from the Ultra, last year's model, to this one. And why have I done that? This scooter is the next generation, in my opinion. It does have a removable battery, so you're able to transport it on an aeroplane. And it's a sealed compartment, so its water resistance is a lot better than previous models. And the big thing is it's a 72 volt, 30 amp output, but it's the redesigned engine. It's completely new. They haven't gone with an axle with a bored out cable. It is, in our opinion, the next generation and how it should be designed. So here we go. You can see the difference between the two engines, and we'll give you a bit of more of a close-up and breakdown. So this is more of a traditional engine where they've gone with an axle, a bored out axle with a cable running to the magnets. This is the new Dualtron Storm engine, which basically is plugged in directly from the motor controller. So all the phase cables go through a pre-designed axle. So here we can see the traditional design of a motor, which is the axle bored out with the phase cables running into the engine, which generates the power through the magnets. The new design, which this is the future of how engines should be, is allows you to avoid that if anything should happen to this cable, you don't need to necessarily replace the engine. This is actually a plug and play solution. So the phase cables come on a separate, almost like a jack or a USB, it looks like, and it plugs straight into the engine. So if you get any kind of damage to the cables, which is quite frequent, you don't need to replace the whole engine, you just replace the cable, or you don't need to resolder it. The power delivery on the new style engine is absolutely phenomenal. I'm still trying to find out the information on how they've reconfigured it, but the torque and the explosive power on the new style is absolutely phenomenal. They've gone for a slightly smaller amp output, yet it is still more powerful than the 40 amp controllers that we're seeing. This is only a 31 amp that's controlling the Storm motors. So this is how it needs to be. You can see that the axle is the diameter of it and the structure of it. This is the future of how the designs need to be. This is a traditional one, which is a tried and tested method, and it does work, but it's time for evolution. And if you're looking for that performance motor, take a look at the Storm engines. We're very impressed with what Mini Motors have done. Why have I switched to this scooter? It is the torquiest scooter I've ever ridden. Its power to weight ratio is the best. Now the X2, which is the big brother, is the best on the market, but this off the line is blisteringly quick. And that's where I feel like the excitement is. It's not necessarily the top end speed. I've been riding scooters for a long time. I've ridden everything, motorbikes, jet skis, and the one thing that I've learned is top speed's great, right until you get it wrong, and then it hurts. So I like this scooter because off the line, it's that acceleration that gives you the excitement. The second thing about this is, if you've watched any of my previous videos, I actually like the sound of an electric engine, especially on e-scooters. I don't like silent engines. We all like the V8s in cars because of the sound. I love the Subaru Impreza Boxer engine because of the sound. This has a completely unique sound from the redesigned engine. It screams at you when it tears down the track. I personally love it. I took it round for the track day. I probably got it up to a speed of about 45 miles an hour and then bailed out. It feels super stable, but the excitement is that acceleration stage. So one of the things that we really liked about the Dualtron Storm and its evolution in its technology is not only where the motor controller placement is, well, it's placed better, so no water ingress, but it also doubles up as a footrest. So a lot of scooters, you do need to buy a secondary piece of equipment to have that feature. And the powerful scooters, you do need to step into the acceleration. Otherwise, you find that you're just rocking back on the stem and your center of mass is then going to be over the back of the wheel and you lose your stability. So this is a massive feature that we all really like, that it's built in. When we went to other models like the last year's Dualtron Thunder and even my old Ultra, when I didn't have that, I really missed it, especially on the acceleration phase where you're able to step into it. Another great feature of what they've done this year. So in addition to the improvements to the engine, motor controller placement, battery, Mini Motors have come out with a new control system here. We really like it. Subtle LEDs, does what it says on the tin. Eco mode, indicators, horn and lights, all in one place. And it's their own design. Historically, you'd find that there's OEM models that were distributed across many brands. Mini Motors have come out with their own design in conjunction with everything that's proprietary technology. For me, this scooter's a keeper. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I've had it for about 4 months now, and the excitement level is re-engaged. A lot of scooters you go towards because the suspension is very comfortable. This is just pure excitement. And if that's what you're chasing and you're an ex-motorbike rider, this is something that I'd look for. It can take a weight of up to 150 kgs. So again, it's big man certified and it will shift with even the bigger weight on it. The redesigned engine is the next stage of performance e-scooters. And I really hope they carry that on and evolve where the motor controller place and those engine and drive chains. So ladies and gentlemen, Dualtron Storm, completely new from the Dualtron camp.
Subscribe for more information.